Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers Masterpiece review. Got this lovely guy in this morning from Robot Kingdom. It is of course the Transformers Masterpiece Wheeljack. Oh, the Lancia Stratos Turbo. Oh, why was it all the really awesome Autobots during Season 1 and Season 2 of the G1 series? Why were they always the really unaffordable cars, or the future car that we all really wanted but we were never ever going to have? Of course we get the collector's coin in this set as well. It is slidey Wheeljack's head, and on the back you've just got the regular Autobot logo. I like how they've got that as a kind of a sliding mechanism there. Of course this is Hasbro, but the Wheeljack itself is Takara Tomy, and of course we get his anti-hypnosis do-for-shank thing. I'll get that out of the packet for the video, but yeah, it's a nice shiny blue. Anyway, let's take a quick look at Wheeljack's box. Nice to see he's actually got a name we can all recognise. Wheeljack has stayed Wheeljack. He's not Lambor like Sideswipe. He is Wheeljack. He's so good. I've been waiting for this guy for so long, ever since they teased the prototypes. Can't wait to get Bumblebee, can't wait to get Magnus and Starsaber. Oh! Top of the box, just the MP-20, normal Wheeljack. Side of the box, whoop! Got that gorgeous car mode. Bottom of the box, something probably about not choking on the toy. This side is Jackie. Here's Jackie. And on the back we've got what I imagine is a bio. I don't know. There he is with Prime. Just a quick what you get in the box. Obviously you get the rocket launcher, the actual rocket, the instructions, the card, the gun, and Jackie. And on the side there it's just like, hey, look at me, I can hold my own rocket. Anyway, let's get it out of the box and take a look. As with our recent Masterpiece cars, we get him in this lovely clamshell. You get your card, a little bit thin these are. I'm kind of getting used to the third-party ones, which are kind of thick. And he's got his tech spec on the back there. I'm assuming 10 is intelligence, is it? I no idea. Instruction manual, and of course you get these little beauties. Don't know if you know what these are. Basically, they are the wing mirrors to go on Wheeljack. They are on sprues. You just basically cut that off there or twist it, and they're just going to slot in on car mode. I imagine they just don't ship them in case they get damaged. It's just stored just in behind here. When you get it out of the box, they're just in here with the instructions. So I'm going to add those on, and this is going to take a look at Jackie out of the pack. And here he is out of the package and in his vehicle mode, and wow, what an absolutely stunning vehicle mode. This has to be the best out of packet vehicle transformer I own to date. He is incredible. What a gorgeous car. I mean, just look at the colours and the stickers. All of the paint apps are fantastic. I shouldn't be. I mean, I should expect that now. I mean, Takara Tomy, their masterpieces are getting absolutely incredible. But I still reminisce on that Lambor having those terrible paint apps. But I'm absolutely loving this. This is incredible. What a sexy car. You've got the wing mirrors. They are in place. I've stored the gun cannon on the top section here, and if you look underneath, the gun is also stored as an exhaust pipe, kind of tailpipe there on the back. Now, of course, with the exhaust pipe there, it does cut very fine, but it should still roll. It does still roll. Yep, awesome. Of course, if you don't like it being stored underneath, I've been placing it in the back here. You don't want to push it too far forward, because if you push it too far forward in there, it will pull out the missile in the front there. But they can both be stored on the back there as kind of like an extended rocket launcher sort of chain gun cannon thing, which I like. It's not official, I don't think, but hey, it works for me. Let's just pop the gun out and let's just admire this vehicle mode. Absolutely love the decals on this. It is by far the best representation of Wheeljack I have seen. Loving the red rims? Loving the red rims on this guy. Got the 539 logo on there, and look at that back window with all of those vents going down. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Slight paint imperfection on the back there. but so unnoticeable. And you've got the slightly different shade of white on here, because obviously this section here is a different colour and they've painted it up that colour, whereas this is a white plastic. So it's very, very, very slight. I'm just nitpicking really because I can. I'm so impressed with this. Really, 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 really am. Just give you guys an idea of scale in vehicle mode. Just your standard kind of masterpiece. Standard. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely incredible. Anyway, let's take a look at what Wheeljack looks like in his bot mode. Transformation on Wheeljack is pretty straightforward, but kind of nice. You want to grab this section just here below the window and underneath here, and as you can pull and slide it forward, it rocks forwards on a hinge, and you just locate it up like so, just so it's out of the way. Just make sure it's untabbed just on the bottom here. There's a tab here and a tab here, and just want to pull these sections out and they slide out. That's freed up the entire leg section. You then want to pull this section here and pull and lift that up. That's going to form the waist and crotch. Looking at the top of that waist section we just moved up, there's a small tab just underneath the windscreen. You can fold that all the way back and that pegs in like so, and that's going to hold that position in place. You want to split those legs. And you want to move these feet sections forward like so. Next, come round to the heel, and it's on a pin. You want to rotate that heel round, and as it's coming round, you reveal this pen, kind of peg thing underneath. That then, once you rock the heel back, get that plush, that then plugs straight in underneath the heel there. It gives you a very secure footing. And at the back of the leg, I really like this. If you flip this hinge up here, this then rotates down, like so, and as you bring it down, turn it in on itself. There's then this nubbin here that will peg into the back of the leg, like so, and that just completely fills out the calf area, giving him some mass to those legs. Next step, you want to fold back this section here, getting your nail just behind this centre Autobot section. Fold that out, fold that out. You can then pop the head up. What an awesome sculpt. Fold this section back in, fold this section back in, and place it in. Now, I think Pure mentioned that people have been complaining about the seam. To be honest with you, had he not have mentioned it and had I not have seen it in the transformation, I would not have known it was there. It's hardly noticeable at all. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Got a bit of two-step at the back here. You want to lift this section up and rock it, and underneath here, you just need to fold this section, just the centre black piece, fold that bit down and out of the way. Unplugging those sections basically allows the arm sections on the back here to be freed up. So whilst it's freed up, we can now come round and roll that section forwards. So that's basically going to form the shoulder blades. And whilst we're here, we need to fold these sections, which are going to be his kind of wing antenna bits. You need to fold those forward. Now there is a little bit of clearance issue there. They do seem to rub on that section unless you pull the whole shoulder section right forward. So I've seen pull it forward, pull those up like so. With the back section down, we can then fold these so the wheels are facing up and your hands are tucked in nicely here. Whilst they're there, just extend up. Now, just note, these pins on the top of the shoulders, they're quite tight. It's not going to be an issue or anything, it's just a very, very stiff joint. I imagine that will come slightly looser over time. Now what we're going to do, we're going to roll the shoulders forward, and as we pull these forward, like so, they actually, a small slit just in here, that should line up with the chest. Do that on both sides, pull that forward, and let's get that to line up with the chest, like so, and like so. At the back end here, this is actually on a spring there. There's a little spring in there. But basically, fold this section down, and as we're folding it down, you want to grab these, and basically you can rotate them this way, like so, and then fold them out. There is little wings, and we can plug that bit in there just above his butt, and apply a little bit of force just to pop that in. There we go. Just to finish off, you just need to do the arms. First section, you want to fold the spoiler section up like so. That now gives you a visible fist. The rest of the arm, you want to slide this kind of L-shaped section, slide that up like so. You then pull the fist up and you want to rotate the fist round like so. You can then bring the arm down, rotate this round like so, and just get the fist so it's facing the right direction, like that. And there we go. Those are his arms. Just going to mount his arm cannon on his shoulder like so. Going to place the gun in his hand. Again, just nice big fat pegs, kind of thing we're getting used to now with our Masterpiece figures, both official and third party. Place that in his hand like so, plug that in, close the fists, and of course he's got his anti-hypnosis box as well. Again, that just fits in to the hand. There's no actual peg for that to peg in, it just fits in and is gripped quite nicely. And there we have Masterpiece MP-20 Wheeljack. Extremely pleased by how this guy looks in hand. Fantastic colouring, really fantastic sculpt. Something slightly off with him. I don't know what it is. He doesn't quite look cartoon accurate, but at the end of the day, it's a real life in-hand toy. It's the best we are going to get by far. There is a slight gap there between the backpack and the kind of chest cavity. Not sure if that could have been filled at all. These sections here more hold the sections in place as opposed to actually physically pegging, and they're kind of held by friction. But all in all, it is a masterpiece. It really is. And I think I've got his anti-hypnosis machine the wrong way round, haven't I? He's obviously aiming it at the people behind him. But hey, Jackie's back, everybody. Jackie is back. Taking a closer look at the Wheeljack, we have a fantastic head sculpt. Now, it has been proven that there's actually a sculpted moustache, nose and mouth underneath that, which I think is a fantastic touch. They didn't need to do that. To get access to that, you have to unscrew the screw at the back there, and you can raise the section out, and you're basically left with the mask in one hand. It's kind of a, if you look at the mask, if you picture it as a mask, it's kind of like a Mad Max kind of warrior mask, isn't it? Like that a lot. Would have liked a spring loader mechanism in the cannon. Unfortunately, there is one, but there is a little bit of articulation on that. Lift it up slightly and down. The head itself does have a 360 and a really nice range of movement, so he's going to be looking up at Grimlock. And that's about as far as he looks down. No real downward motion. You have the wings themselves. They're on a hinge joint and a rotation. The shoulder joints go a full 360. There's a really nice stiff hinge there, like I mentioned earlier on. There is an upper bicep swivel. You've got a nice deep 90-degree bend at the elbow. And of course we have a wrist pivot. You have the open and close hands, although the fingers are a locked kind of mould, so it is just this one section piece here, although they are a lot more dynamic than the standard Masterpiece mould. They do look kind of like he's gripping something. The waist does swivel. You've got really nice range of movement on the thighs. The actual thigh sections themselves rotate individually. You've got an upper thigh swivel, a really nice 90-degree bend at the knee, and ankle pivots, full ankle pivots, not just the toes, but a full ankle pivot. Awesome. Here he is with some other Masterpiece figures, both third party and legit, and wow, he really does look the part, doesn't he? He's slightly taller than our third party kind of ex-Transbot figures. He's a tad taller than Prowl, and of course he's a perfect height to match with that MP-10. Now, unfortunately, in my opinion, he doesn't scale particularly well with the Masterpiece Grimlock, but I'm holding out for that KO Masterpiece Grimlock, or possibly something like from Fans Toys, or something similar, something to give us a little bit more height on Grimlock, and he is going to look fantastic scaled up with those. All in all, a truly remarkable piece, probably the most dynamic of all the Masterpiece figures we have received, and I have no regrets in purchasing this guy. He is phenomenal. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Make sure you click on the link in the description below to go through to Robot Kingdom and order yours now. And from myself and Wheeljack, goodbye.